Shalom. Kal halal Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua B'Hashem Rakal Kwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity. I'm the brother Yahshua. I'm back with another lesson and a video. And basically, this is the third well update, all right? Because we're going to stay on it. We're going to stay on a war footing here. Because the more that we, you speak things into existence. So this is one of the last prophecies before we're pulled out of here. All right? Because as soon as this thing is in high gear, the third woe, then Yahushua comes back. And at that time, it's moments before we're the hell out of here. All right? So let's speak it into existence. This is Matthew 24 and 6. All right? And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Okay? Now, let's go into that real quick. All right? You shall hear, this is NIV. You will hear of wars and rumors of war. Okay? You will hear of wars and threats. I always do this. I break it down. Okay? Rumors. Okay? What else does it say? It is going to happen. This is Aramaic Bible in plain English. It is going to happen that you are going to hear battles and reports of wars. Reports. That's what that rumor also clocks in as. Threats. Reports. Okay. News. Okay. Good News Translation. You are going to hear the noise of battles close by and the news of battles far away. All right? Rumors, reports. Okay? And reports. And ye shall begin to hear of wars and reports of wars. All right? Now, let's watch this. Let's see. Salakia.
Today on the newscast.
Okay, hold on. Because here's what I want you to see. Where is it? This. Okay? This is the video we're about to watch, and this is what caught my eye. Rumors of war. All right? Israeli airstrikes in Syria as rockets target U.S. troops. The title of this is the title of the video, but this is what caught my eye. Rumors of war. I'm like, okay. All right, that's spiritual. So let's see what it says. Oh, Eric Steckelbeck. So
If you wear
get beyond that. Okay, so this is The Watchman with Eric Steckelbeck, May 5th. Israeli airstrikes in Syria as rockets target U.S. troops in Iraq again. Okay.
Today on the newscast, Israeli airstrikes in Syria, still more rockets targeting U.S. troops in Iraq, and a shadowy Hamas commander threatening Israel. It's a wars and rumors of wars update coming up.
Wars and rumors of wars update. This is a report on the mustering of the troops. So, hey, listen to the report. But the thing is that we take these reports and we filter them through the scriptures to let you know what's actually going on. So we could do this every day and bring out the same scripture. It doesn't matter. It's going to be in a different spiritual context each time as the battle progresses and gets closer to the time where Yahushua and the angels come back. So go ahead. Oh, you do the same thing. You do the same thing. Hey, the Spirit does the same thing. All right? Eat that.
Hey folks, Eric Stackelbeck here. Welcome to the Watchman Newscast. We've got three major Middle East stories that we are following right now. We'll give you a quick update in a minute. Before I do, real quick, I want to remind you that tomorrow, Thursday, May 6th, we are having another Watchman Newscast
Okay,
live
whatever.
stream event.
I'm not interested in that. Get to the fighting part. Get to the rockets and the missiles. All right, come on, Steckelback.
Police briefing, and I will share some more of my personal testimony, how I became a Christian, more about my walk, more about my background.
All right, Peckerneck.
During our live stream events. And the fun thing is, we'll have a give and take, a dialogue. You'll ask the questions, I'll give the answers. Ask me anything. We have a lot of fun during our live stream events. So, quick reminder,
Come on.
overnight, Tuesday, May 4th, Israeli airstrikes in Syria. Now, the strikes targeted the coastal area in northwestern Syria, in particular around the city of Latakia there on the Mediterranean coast. According to Syrian state media, and of course, Israel rarely comments or claims responsibility for these airstrikes, but we do.
And here we have the least of the flock doing their thing. Okay.
Syrian state media saying one person was killed, 6 were wounded as Israel targeted a plastics warehouse around Latakia. Now, folks, two things here. Number one, this was very likely not a plastics factory. Israel has carried out hundreds, if not thousands, of airstrikes in Syria over the past few years, and for good reason, because they are targeting specifically Iranian and Hezbollah and various jihadi assets inside that country, weapons depots, weapons shipments, factories, aka plastics warehouses, creating all sorts of weapons that will be used against Israel. So Israel preemptively acts to take out those shipments and those weapons depots, again, targeting Iranian and Hezbollah assets inside Syria. Chief among them.
The war is in full swing. Okay. Soon they're going to make a declaration of war. All right. And they're going to call it the Third World War. All right. Because they won't be able to contain it. The fighting is escalating by the day. Everywhere, not just in the Valley of Yehoshaphat, everywhere. Okay.
The name by now. If you watch the Watchman Newscast on a regular basis, the term PGM will be very familiar to you. PGM, that is precision guided munitions. That is 1A in terms of what Israel is targeting in Syria right now.
So you see that you can learn from these reports? PGM. All right, precision guided missile is what it looks like. They say munitions. Hey. Okay? We could get into this. Created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. All right?
What are precision guided munitions? They do exactly what their name says. These are missiles that hit their targets with great precision and great accuracy. Targets like, God forbid, the Dimona nuclear reactor.
Woo! Okay. All right, this is a rumor of war, a report, if you will. Okay. And these aren't ICBMs, but they are missiles. All right. So it's going to start with, we're going to blow your shit up. We're going to blow your shit up. And then it's going to escalate to, now it's nuke time. All right. So we're measuring thou the time diligently in it, diligently, meaning every day. There's nothing wrong with doing a video every day on this escalating Third World War. Matter of fact, we're instructed to do that. Measure thou the time diligently in and of itself. We're going to get that.
Iran has been trying to deliver these precision missiles to Hezbollah for the past few years. Many times, Israel will take out these convoys that are traveling from Syria into southern Lebanon, which are carrying, usually not these days, fully intact PGMs, but PGM parts, which can then be assembled in southern Lebanon by Hezbollah. This is a red line, folks, an absolute red line for Israel. It would be a major game changer for Hezbollah to get its hands on a vast number of these PGMs at Israel's doorstep. The Iranian nuclear threat, number one, obviously, on Israel's list, but the PGM threat is 1A, and it very well could be the trigger for a future war. I do not exaggerate that. We know that a major conflict is coming between Israel and its enemies to the north, Hezbollah.
Yep. There we go. Okay. You got the devil himself out here calling himself a Christian. All right. Warning you of what is, and the Most High is using it. All right. This guy's bringing out good information. Guess what? Most High put the Spirit on me to, to filter what he's saying through the scriptures.
And the Iranian regime in Syria, and the PGM factor could very well be the trigger. It's something we continue to keep a very close eye on here at the Watchman Newscast. Hey, speaking of Iran's proxy,
the Carmanians are coming out with many chariots.
And that ring of fire that surrounds Israel, that ring also affects U.S. troops in Iraq. And would you believe, this is something we've been following very closely here in the newscast. Not many media outlets have been keeping a close eye on this, but we have been for you. On Tuesday, May 4th, we saw a third consecutive night, 3 nights in a row, Iraqi Shia militias.
The Dragons of Arabia are coming out.
Back,
and they're going to get the upper hand.
Launching rockets at U.S. personnel in Iraq. Now, this time on Tuesday, it was the Ain al-Assad air base in western Iraq. U.S. troops are stationed there. 2 rockets last night targeted that base. Thankfully, no one was hurt or injured. No major damage there.
Could be the Iraqis themselves bombing the Americans. That's going to happen. They're going to turn on them.
But rewind to Monday, May 3rd. 6 rockets targeted the Balad Air Base north of Baghdad. We talked about that on yesterday's newscast. One contractor who works with the U.S.
In the Iraq War, part of the biggest plan that they had was to build the biggest army bases, if you will, military bases over in Iraq. The Babylonians did that. Okay. And Iraq is ancient Babylon, for those of you that don't know. Okay. But now you got the Babylonians in Babylon. All right. The spiritual Babylonians in ancient Babylon. All right. Building up bases so that they can conduct short range, warfare with the enemies of the region. All right. And it's all going to go asunder. That's the Most High mustering the hosts of the battle down in that region.
Injured in that attack. And then on Sunday, May 2nd, 2 rockets targeted U.S. forces who are stationed at Baghdad International Airport. 3 days in a row of Iran-backed rocket strikes against U.S. personnel in Iraq. Folks, call me crazy. This is a major story and a major escalation. At the same time, we have on a practically daily basis another Iranian proxy, the Houthis in Yemen, launching rockets and attack drones against Saudi Arabia.
There it is, everywhere. Okay? Yemen? What? All right? This is the Third World War. What do you mean proxy? These are allies. Okay? And this war is underway. You just haven't declared it yet.
This is happening 2 separate streams daily now. U.S. forces.
Daily now. Okay? So it merits report. Okay, it merits rumors daily now.
Iraq, targeted. The Saudis on Saudi soil, whether it's military installations, oil facilities, civilian areas, targeted. What is the common denominator?
Freighter boats getting lodged in the Suez Canal. Okay, that's about war going on. We got to stop those munitions. We got to stop that re-up, that reload, the supply chain, food. Cut off a army's food, and watch how quickly they leave the battlefield. All right.
They're here, folks. The head of the snake in Tehran. The
Propaganda war. That's what this is. Eric Steckelbeck is getting paid by somebody to put up this propaganda. All right. So good enough. All right. Just keep your eye on the greater war, World War III. Let's get a couple of snippets from my other favorite channel, this Secret Files. Okay. Secret Files 333. Let's look at this.
The ultimate outdoors tech.
Look at this is Royal Navy ships, meaning the UK, arrive at Jersey to counter French fishing blockade. What? What is that? Cut off a military's food supply. Then what? It's all-out war.
Jersey officials hold talks with French fishermen over rights dispute. 2 Royal Navy ships and 2 French vessels are patrolling near Jersey, while about 60 French and Jersey boats are at the island's St. Helier port. French fishermen say their rights are unfairly restricted by licenses issued by the island under a new system. Number 10 said the PM has been in contact with Jersey officials over the row. 8.
Not New Jersey. All right. What waters are they in?
S7, which has previously been used to shadow Russian Navy warships off the English coast, can be seen from the port, sitting off about a mile from the French boats. HMS Tamar is nearby and both ships are maintaining a presence and not making any effort to intervene. Number 10 said it sent the 2 Navy vessels to monitor the situation, while the Maritime Prefecture of Manche and Mer du Nord told the BBC the 2 French patrol vessels were on a public service mission to ensure safety. France has threatened to cut off electricity to Jersey, the largest Channel island and a Crown dependency, located 14 miles, 22 kilometers, off France. Crown dependencies are not part of the UK, but are defended and represented internationally by the UK government. French authorities say new technical measures had not been communicated to the EU, rendering them null and void.
Basically, what you just heard is Russia, right, is wanting to control these waters off of the English coast. All right, and shutting them down. It's called the Third World War. All right, so let's get a couple of precepts and go ahead and close it. We'll keep our eye on this thing because it's everywhere. All right, it's everywhere. Let's go back to let's go one up. Slovakia. This is Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and united kingdom against the Russian kingdom, the king of the Medes. All right? And there shall be famines. All right? They're cutting off that fish. And pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All right? Nation against nation. All right, let's go right here. It's Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, all right? Or the Edomites against the Edomites, right? And they shall fight everyone against his brother. They're all Edomites. And everyone against his neighbor. City against city and kingdom against kingdom. All right, there it is again, kingdom against nation against nation. All right. So the Third World War is in full effect. Okay. Let's get this Psalm 55. Psalm 55 and 20, is it? Let's see. He hath put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. Okay? And who is that? All right? First of all, that's Esau. All right? And these people been trading for a while now. Okay? International trade has been going up. Suddenly there's embargoes, right? Sanctions. You can't fish here. We don't do trade anymore. Okay? The UK is going to turn on Babylon the Great. Why? He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. All right? Everybody's going to fire their missiles on Babylon the Great. Okay? All right, so that should do it. All right, we're going to go ahead and close. Keep your eye on the escalating third woe. All right, with that, hope the elect were edified. With that, we'll say shalom.